Good day, shaving cadre. Barber Dave with Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Today is our final video series for the week. And today we're going to be using Ethos Succes in all forms. We're going to be using the shaving soap. We're going to be using the Aftershave, Skin Food Splash, and the EDP. Ethos is a company run by Frank Lapani. He is a vendor here on the shaving cadre, and for his products you can reach out to his store that we have right here on the cadre. This specific soap is an homage, or an homage, however you want to put it, to Creed Aventus. And in my opinion, there's only two companies that in my opinion deserve the right to say that they make a pretty close clone or homage, however you want to put it, to the fragrance that is Creed Aventus. Ethos is one, Fine is the other. There are many out there that are okay, but these are the two top notches in my opinion. Frank's soap is a little bit more pineapple forward in my opinion than the actual fragrance, but that's okay. Frank's soaps lather easy, very smooth. Definitely a top tier soap, an elite soap. Will take on a good amount of water. And today we'll be using our Rubberset 404 with a TGN Finest 2-band badger. We'll also be using again our Blackland Tradere with a Personna blade in it. Frank soaps will take on a good amount of water, depending on the hardness level of your water and so forth. Creates a very slick, good cushion and glide. Don't forget to sign up for the Zoom call for Wednesday if you'd like to. Also, last call for the voting for the photo contest. If you've not done so, it should have been stopped. The voting should be completed by now. But I think you may have a couple chances left. Also, we are restarting our TSC bingo. That will be starting on the 14th, so please sign up now. In talking to a couple of people who I consider pretty good blade experts, almost all of them agree that the Personna Supers are a fairly good blade. Fairly aggressive in the beginning and then smoothing out. In this specific razor, which is known to be one of the most aggressive razors out there, I find it pretty smooth. And I think I could find a razor that was a little bit more aggressive. So I'm thinking I may put a feather high stainless in this next time around after this blade's gone, just to see. The strength of scent of Ethos Succes is spot on, meaning that it's I would give it a 4. Maybe even a 4.5 on the soap side of things. as it does evolve as you're shaving, but it's always very forward on your face, which is nice. This soap is perfectly fine and slick enough to use with a straight razor as well, because believe it or not, there are some soaps that do not lend themselves to being the best with straight razors, no matter how much water and how much you thin them out. But this one is very nice. The reason I haven't used a straight razor is I'm really getting to know this Tradere. I was concerned with the weight of this razor in the very beginning, because it's a beast. It reminds me of the weight of the of another razor that I had. But you very easily, or soon after you start, you find the balance point of the razor, and then it becomes a non-issue. And looking back through my shaving notes, when I did use the original Tradere, my feelings of it being exact are dead on. I mean, it's an exact homage to the original Tradere. And I think, you know, homages are something worth talking about, because there are many people that think that an homage is a copy or a clone. Well, here's the way I look at it. One of the most successful, let's use it in hamburger terms, one of the most successful hamburgers was the Big Mac. I think we can all agree on that. Whether you like them or not, it doesn't matter. But the Big Mac was probably one of the most popular burgers. Now, was the Big Mac an original to McDonald's? Actually, no, it wasn't. However, how many different burger joints have you been to and found 2 all-beef patties, lettuce, let me see if I can remember the song, 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun? Well, Jack in the Box has one. Burger King has one. Carl's Jr. has one. Hardee's has one. So what does that say? That says that things are copied. Okay, there are no unwritten rules. It says that a hamburger joint or a soap maker or a brush maker or a razor maker cannot give homage to another product. In fact, it's the highest form of flattery. However, for some reason in this industry, if a soap maker uses the same ingredients, which are found open source everywhere, distills the same fragrance oils or E&O oils, and uses them in a similar percentage, or changes ingredients and improves on the original, everybody gets their panties in a wad. And there's no reason for it. The argument is that, that the original person spent all this time on research and development. Well, frankly, in my opinion, that's bunk. All the information is out there for any single person to go out and make a quality soap and a quality skincare product and a quality aftershave, such is the case with Ethos, such is the case with CBL, such is the case with many. Of the top tier soaps. And also, in case some of you did not know this, up until about 2 to 3 years ago, almost every single tallow-based soap was a clone or an homage, or for those people that got triggered, a copy of Martin de Condre. And here's the funny thing about Martin de Condre. They share their formula. They don't find it offensive that somebody wants to copy their base or somebody wants to copy their ingredients. They are completely happy with that. Because why? Because they know that that means that they've done the best. So, you know, there's nothing secret. There's nothing. This is a hobby. This is shaving, guys. Now, as far as post-shave slickness without water, Frank's soap is top-notch. I mean, you can actually shave without it, but once you add the water into it, the residual slickness is good, very good. And once again, the fragrance of the Succes starts to evolve a little bit away from the pineapple into more of the traditional Aventus flavorings, a little bit sharp. And that's the one thing I would say with Frank's version versus Fine's version, is Frank's version is sharp, but not quite as sharp as the Fine version. And then, of course, the original Creed is a little bit sharper, depending on the batch, because those batches do change a little bit. So it's just a wonderful shave. Face feels great, good moisture, a little bit tacky, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. And obviously we're going to replenish it with the Skin Food Splash. I would say, and this sounds crazy, probably the best thing about this aftershave and this aftershave bottle is the reducer. Probably the best reducer in the industry, in my opinion. The Skin Food Splash is not quite as strong as the soap. However, very nice feeling on the skin. It reminds me a lot of Spike, because you still have that alcohol slap in the face, but nothing too major. We'll be using Bora Talco today for our talc again. And Frank's Skin Food Splash, when mixed with talc, you know, because there's obviously residual that'll stay on your face, it does create a nice silky feeling to your face, very similar to any of the post-shave serums that are out there. And then probably the star of the show, although the soap is fantastic, the star of the show is the EDP. I think it's probably the closest, even when it comes to Fine's version. I think it's the closest to the original. depending on the batch. Once again, a little bit more pineapple forward, but the dry down is very similar to the original altogether. All right, Shaving Cadre, and those of you that are subscribing to my channel on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't visited the Cadre before, www.theshavingcadre.com. We certainly appreciate our members and our retail artisans and hobbyists for everything you do each and every day. Hope you have a great week, the remainder of the week, and this has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Have a great day.